Hello and welcome back. Thank you very much for joining. So we are still in April. That is the month at which we were doing the planting last time out. And I'm just coming up. I've got some clothes for sale because they are best price is April. The olive oil as well I've got is, its best price is May. I'm stuck on the fence. Best price is May, but April's prices are very good, so I thought worst case scenario, if we sell a bit of olive oil as well, it's not going to hinder us too much if we can get around this gate. We've also got some fertiliser to sell. So I'm going to be selling that very shortly as well. Wow, that has earned us £85,000. So let's sell the rest of this olive oil now. And that has earned us £18,000. Not bad. The clothes were a really good buy for saying that's just come from wool. That's not even, we've not had to do any cotton harvesting or anything like that. That is just clothes production from wool. That is a really good payback on that. Okay, so I'm going to get that, head over, get that fertiliser sold, and I will see you over there. Okay, I'm just here with the fertiliser. I've got 200,000 litres in this trailer. Our storage that was full was 250,000, so I've still got 50,000 litres left to use on our fields. Not that we've got that much to use. We don't really have any fields that need fertilising, so that's probably going to come along and be sold as well. Wow. Fertiliser's a good price. That 200,000 litres has just earned us £586,000. So we are now back over £1 million. I can't buy land quick enough to spend this money. Fertiliser production is definitely the way to go. I am just driving up the side of field, I think it's 19 is its name. You may recognise this dark patch here as previously having had lots of trees on it. So, at the end of an episode, I think it was a couple ago now, I was starting to cut down the trees. And what I've done is, this is our little way of giving something back. I'm just going to drive on the crop to make it easier to drop this in. Yeah, so this is our little way of giving a little something back. So, I've had corn planted in here. Now, we've taken out a lot of trees, obviously. Sorry, birds. We've taken out quite a lot of trees, and what I've decided to do in this spot instead is to plant maize. Corn, maize. Much of a muchness. It's a very similar sort of plant. The idea being that the maize planted here, it feeds wildlife. That's what it's going for. It's quite an attractive food for them to go for, so they will go for it rather than going for our canola crop, which is right here. So that obviously benefits them and us, because we're not missing out on our canola crop. It means that we get the wood from the trees to go into things like the paper mill, our diesel factory. Yes, I appreciate they're not really running at the moment, but we have all of this wood and we need to do something about it. So my plan is to wood chip it all, and then we will distribute the effective wood chip litres between the various productions, work out how much we should have received from those productions if the productions were actually working. I'm not sure what the issue is, whether it's an issue with it being an old game save, and there's several updates come out since then, whether it's a map issue, whether it is just sheer volume of productions that we've got. I am not sure. So I've bought this beaverator to do the wood chipping. We're going to try using the Volvo high lift, so using the Volvo high lift just to sort of help things along, help load things up. I might have to go and get the logging trailer for the truck that I've been using, but we'll see how well it does just picking up off the ground to start with, and whether it makes a complete and utter mess of it, in which case we would have to reconsider what we're doing. Although this actually appears to be working quite nicely. Just gonna ping the super strength on, and we'll just push the trailer underneath the stream a little bit more, just for the aesthetic, if nothing else. And yes, obviously I could be lifting the logs in with super strength. I am aware of that. It's harvest time. We're going to be getting on with some harvesting today. I've got a little something that is gonna help us with some of our harvest on our grain fields. We've got fields of wheat and oat that need to be harvested, and I'm going to use the new swather mod from BC Beulah Farms, along with the swathing add-on, which will allow me to, well, it is effectively mow these fields and collect the crop up that way. Okay, so this is what we've got. It's the swather mod, comes in the swather pack by BC Beulah Farms. It's effectively a mower. Unfortunately, there's no way to play with the colour to make it orange, so I've sort of gone for this. I guess you'd describe it as burnt orange, maybe, a sort of browny colour. It was the closest I could get. And what we're going to do is turn it on, drop it down, and head around our field to get it harvested. And then if I hop out, you can see this swath that's left behind. The texture on it is actually fantastic. You can see the heads of the crop in there. And yeah, so it puts all of that out, and there's then a separate pickup for the harvester which comes through, does all the grain and straw separation. So that is crop swath as opposed to straw swath, but that crop swath contains the straw swath. It'll all make sense in a little while when I connect up the harvester, get that going. If the footage is just skipped for you, it's in no way because I just carried straight through the hedge. Honest. I wouldn't do that to you. So I'm going to keep going around this field with this guy. This is our... It was... Yeah, the sort of the long field that we've ploughed out that had trees on half of it originally. It was two separate fields, and I'm going to do this one manually, and then I'm going to head round and start doing some of the others, get course play going on some of the others while we get harvesters up and running and that sort of thing. But this one I want to get done first manually, just because it is a bit of an awkward shape and I'm not sure how well course play will run on it. But some of the bigger fields, like this one just the other side of the hedge up ahead of us, that one and some of the others are going to run on course play, and I'm going to see if something else will work as well. I have an idea in my head of something else that might might just work for us. I've just realised I didn't explain why I'm doing all this extra work. Why am I mowing the crops into this line before picking them up and you know, what's the point of effectively passing over the field 3 times to clear the crop and the straw swath? Well, the whole idea behind this technique is that you get a 20% yield bonus, which is definitely not anything to sniff at in the context of some of the yields that we'll be talking about with all of the fields we have access to. So I thought it was definitely worth a try, and we'll give it a go on some of these crops, the grain crops, and probably do some more regular harvesting on some of our big fields of other crop. Yes, I can confirm you are seeing double. I have purchased a second yellow Colossus harvester. I think we've just tricked him into thinking we're about to unload. Yes, as you can see, I've gone for the massive, great big flotation tyres at the front of this one, rather than the tracks like I had on our original one. Oh, sorry. You're going to have a through the hedge moment here. Here we go, and after we've passed through, I will just zoom in as much as I can and still catch things on the screen for you. So try and get the front and the back, and as I come a bit more into the sunlight you can see the difference. Do you know what, let's stop. So that is the crop swath, and that is the straw swath. It's a bit more obvious if I do that. You can see the difference between the two there. Right, onwards. There goes the swather, zipping around the field. So that has set off on, this is field 33. I think this is a new purchase because the money kept going up, so it made sense to invest in land. So yeah, that swather is whizzing around field 33 on course play. The harvester is set to follow it, and yeah, I'll chug around this field by hand again, and then we'll go and have a look at our other methods so that we can get 2 of these setups running at once. Okay, I am just out on one of our oat fields. So the wheat is all done, that's all collected up. I've still got some straw to collect up from that. Where are you going? Oh, we're reversing into it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so the wheat is all done. There is still a straw swath to collect up from the first field that we did by hand, but I've been collecting the rest of the straw swath as we go because I've done it with course play, so I've had a course loaded in and it's all been working fine. As you can see, I'm going a little bit different tactic for this field. I'm using the mowers. So yeah, little bit different. As I said, it's just something a little bit different to try, but it is very interesting that it still allows it all to work and everything. But this means that the swather can be off. The swather's off at a canola field. I'm going to get that going in a second. I will head over there and we'll get that going because I've got a new field there to show you. But what I can do is I can set this course off following the mowers round, and then that will get this one collected up. So let's load the course in. Right, so that's the course now loaded in. Oh, the mowers have caught up. First waypoint, off you go. There we go. And that is getting our straw swath going. Excellent. So that will carry on with itself. The mower will drive past us in a minute, and that will get this field swathed by mower. Okay, as you can see, we are getting there with our oat harvesting. The mower has finished the first field and is on to the second field. The original combine is on there. I'm going to take this guy down to the new field which has canola in it. Our original canola fields that we planted aren't ready yet, so I'm going to head down. We'll sort out this new canola field, which I did. I bought over the winter. I bought combine harvesters and swathers that we would need for doing all of the harvesting, and then any leftover money I put into making sure we had as many fields as possible to give us a nice varied, a nice large harvest, and one that's gonna keep us going with harvested crops for a while. Okay, so the harvester is here at the start of the course, ready to go, but just before I set it off, just gonna, oh dear, there appear to be some bales in the store. That's not good. Just going to change the, no, that is, yes, that's what we want. Customize to that. Okay, I'm glad to see there aren't bales under it here and now. That will just change the capacity. That was something I didn't change when I bought it originally. So that will now give us the higher capacity. So let's, there we go. Actually, the canola makes it much easier to see the difference between the crop swath and the straw swath at the end. It's a very different colour. It's that much darker canola. Okie dokie, I'm just here on one of the smaller fields. The combine has finished. I'm hoping there's space in the trailer. I don't think there is going to be. Come on, pipe out. Yeah, I'm really hoping there's going to be space in the trailer, but if nothing else, I can just empty half of it off and then set this combine back to work on the next field while I go and empty this. This is another reason that I've stopped collecting the bales. I'll still get the straw baled up because it's not going to hurt. I'm just shy of being full in this trailer. Yeah, it's not going to hurt to get everything baled up, especially as the baler can just follow around like it is there. It can just follow around on the course course, but what I need to make sure is I've got the crop collected is the priority, and actually having a tractor to pull the trailer around between the fields, especially as we've got multiple combines running on different fields, it's going to be of more value to have that working for us. Right, let's get this guy set up on course play. Okay, so that is the course loaded. We're set to first waypoint and off we go. He will unfold and get going. And this now leaves me free to take that JCB over to our silo and bring it back here so it's ready to unload the next time. Or I don't know, maybe I should go to the canola field. Decision time, methinks. Well, as you can hopefully see, I am working deep into the night. I have got a combine up here that is still chugging away down a canola swath out on field 38, as our two fields weren't ready yet. It just made sense just to focus on getting this one done. We are very near the end now. Let's go on this side of the swath, don't I? Because of the pipe length. So, yeah, we'll get this unloaded, get this field finished. I think that should be very achievable tonight, and then call it a day and get our fields, actually two of our original fields, and we'll get those swathed first thing in the morning and get all the stuff collected, and then we'll hopefully manage to catch inside the weather window. Okay, well, I was about to start clearing up some of the straw that got left behind on one of the wheat fields, the first field that we didn't set a course for, but had to come and rescue the harvester. The worker had decided that here would be a good place to park it. You'll probably have seen from the thumbnail of this video. So yeah, I've just had to reset it to help it escape. So now I think I'm going to do a couple of passes around myself, and then once it gets onto the land work, I might trust the worker to be able to have a go themselves. Yeah, I don't even know, it doesn't even look like particularly. It looks like they've got here and then decided that they need to turn around for some reason. I don't know. I've just seen that swath has stopped though, so I'm going to quickly just swath these bits up, and then I can collect those as well while the harvester's down here before it gets set off on its course again. Right, park that just there, and then it's out of the way enough that it should be safe. Right. Okie dokie, we've made it over to this side field, and this was the one where we didn't have a courseplay course set in. So I am just going to just collect it with the cheaty loading wagon, just because I think that'll be easier. I might actually shoot over and do this use this on one of the fields that we're currently harvesting as well. Just speed things along a little bit and make sure we get these fields harvested and cleared nice and quickly, ready for next month when again there's lots and lots of harvesting going on. So I will shoot round and do this quickly and go and make sure all of the harvesters stay emptied, etc, etc. I'm glad it hadn't done that much of the field on its own, because we have lost everything that it had harvested so far when it fell in the river. So it's a shame, but we'll as I say, we didn't lose that much of the crop, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Okay, so I've just brought the loading wagon over to this awkwardly shaped field 19. Just gonna run around. I'm gonna do at least the headlands. I might just do some of the land work as well, just for the speed that this will pick up, because obviously for every 2 rows you probably could just about do 3, but you might miss a bit, so I'd probably rather just hit all the rows in 2s. Might be easier on the land work where it's not twisting and turning as much as it is on the headlands, but yeah, and this bit I'll probably just hit down like this. There you go, you can just hit 3 of them there. But yes, I will just get this sorted, and we've nearly done all the harvesting we can do for August now. So it's just this bit of clear up left. So I think I will see you next in September, and that will be for getting on with some of our... We've got a big harvest. I've got soybeans still to harvest on one of the fields, and we're also going to do a big silage harvest, because it seems fitting to end a Let's Play that started as a silaging business by doing a bit of silage. So we are into the last 1, maybe 2 recordings. I appreciate there has been quite a gap between some of these recordings. Yeah, time for recording is few and far between are the minutes I have available for recording at the moment. So yeah, we are going to go a little bit sporadic on the recordings, but thank you for bearing with it, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to jump on the like button, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please do share this video, but most importantly of all, have a great day.